Jazz Mini is a beautiful and compact aluminum stand for your smartphone that even holds tablets up to 8 inches. Click now to learn more. The first thing that caught my attention about this product was its excellent packaging, something I appreciate as someone who sees a lot of packages, if you get my drift. The second thing that caught my attention was how infuriatingly difficult it was to extract the goods from the package, so to speak. And I'm sure there's a joke in there about how blue my buds were getting by the time that I actually finished. But the real question here is not how much innuendo can I cram into my point about how hard you have to work to get the Jaybird Bluebuds X earphones into your hands, but rather, is it even worth the effort? I normally avoid doing videos about lifestyle audio products. They advertise a bunch of features and then fail to perform their most basic functionality, that is to reproduce audio with as much fidelity as they can with a reasonable degree of proficiency. So let's start with the bottom line then. Audio quality. When I was doing my listening tests on the Bluebuds X, I was not only pleased with the level of performance I was getting out of a mid-range pair of IEMs, but I didn't even feel like I was making compromises because they're wireless. Rock on, Jaybird! I spent some time digging through my music collection and figuring out what kind of sound signature Jaybird was going for. I had determined that they sounded pleasing with satisfying impact at the low end, reasonable detail in the highs, and mids that were less pronounced than I like when I realized that they advertised their response curve right on the box. Kudos. Appreciate this. Saves me some time because I can just say they sound as advertised. Once I had determined they sounded good, the features started to matter. The Bluebuds X feature a remarkable 8-hour battery life that it pretty much achieves in real-world use, an integrated microphone for voice calls that my brother described as decent, in spite of the fact that it was located behind my ear at the time, and Liquipel sweat repellent nanotechnology with a lifetime sweat warranty to back it up. The package includes a variety of ear tips, 3 sizes of sports ear cushions to help them stay in, and a large hard carrying case that fits the included charging cable and the earphones themselves. There are also cable management clips for wearing the Bluebuds X as an over-the-ear headset, and finally, there is a manual with excellent instructions on how to set them up. So let's take a look at them physically. These are big in-ears, but that makes sense since they have to contain wireless communication tech and a battery. It did make me worry about how well they would fit though, since I have pretty small ear canals. More on that later. Speaking of batteries, the Microusb charging port is accessed by popping off the backing of the left earpiece, just like so. And it's got 3 inline buttons that you can use to control power, calls, media playback, and volume control, depending on how long you press them for. In practice, that works, but if you've also got a Pebble or other smartwatch, that's even awesomer. I find reaching for my wrist a bit easier to do between rallies than reaching behind my head, but your mileage may vary on that one. So back to how well they fit. The manual says to try the under-the-ear fit first, so I promptly set myself up with the smallest ear tip, and between the size of the buds and the weight of the cord, they just fell out. I guess I was expecting that. So I gave up immediately and set them up as over-the-ear, something I'm already used to from my IE80s. It took me about 5 minutes to set up and adjust the wire management clips. By the way, the inclusion of an extra wire management clip in the case, in case I lose or break one, is a very nice touch. And now they fit. So it's time to head to the court and stress test them with some badminton singles. Pairing is lightning fast and the range is perfect for the product's intended use. I didn't experience any interruptions whether my phone was actually on me or sitting at courtside. The tops of my ears easily support the weight of the wires, and I didn't even need their sports ear cushions for them to stay in flawlessly. A+ for comfort. The only thing that weirded me out a bit is that as someone who carries IEMs 24/7, I felt a little bit naked without wires, but I'm sure I'd get used to that. Noise isolation is maybe a touch too much to use these in a team sport, but this is a big point in the product's favor for bass response and listening immersion, so there's no 100% right answer there. The product isn't perfect yet though. Volume adjustment is something they need to address. I'd like to see it tied into the phone's volume control like most other Bluetooth audio devices. As it is, they're separate, and when you make adjustments using the inline button, it actually temporarily cuts off the music with each button press. Also, when you wear them in over-the-ear mode, the stereo sound is reversed because you are physically inserting them into your ears the other way. I guess it's not a huge deal, since the product is not intended for me to sit back in my comfortable chair reveling in my audio snobbery, but rather for me to use when I should probably be focused on something else, but it's still something I wouldn't mind seeing addressed with a version 2 product. Something good did come out of that channel switching issue though. Their support blew my giraffing mind. You call the number on their website, go through one menu layer to indicate that you're a customer, yes, a company that doesn't divide callers up further by support and pre-sales inquiries, or as I call it, people whose money that we already have and people whose money we're still trying to get, and a real person picks up in like 10 seconds. Their live chat was actually even faster. They responded while I was on the phone for 10 seconds. So much wow. Anyway, it's conclusion time now, and let's put it this way. They will not be replacing my IE80s as my daily drivers, but these cost 3 times as much. No, they're going to be my workout and gym in-ears, and they absolutely rock for that. Though honestly, if I didn't already own mid to upper tier IEMs, then they would be a candidate for everyday use. They're really solid. I mean, I was intrigued when a viewer sent me this review suggestion, but I didn't have much hope for them because mainstream audio stuff is usually flashy junk. But I figured I couldn't go wrong because in my conclusion for the video, either I'd end up with a rock solid product that I could recommend with confidence to anyone who wants to listen to music while they work out, or I'd end up getting to use the awesome punchline I wrote about how I just spent the last 8 minutes mocking a Jaybird. A joke that worked better in my head than it does in practice. Guys, like and share this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and leave a comment on the Linus Tech Tips forum linked in the video description if you want to discuss this product or you have constructive criticism for me and my team. Also linked in the video description is our support link with options to buy t-shirts, give us a monthly contribution, or give us a kickback whenever you buy random junk on Amazon. Check it out if you enjoy our videos, it helps us out a whole bunch. And as always, guys, thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe.